In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful luxury beading pattern. You can see this dress is created by Vicky James. It is beautiful, it is classy. This tutorial will be helpful, so give it a thumbs up and subscribe. The first thing you want to do is get your dress ready, and if you want to do it on a basque area, or if you want to create the pattern from the scratch, whichever one, okay? So this is how you would draw your outline. All right, so note the center. If it's a basque, note the center of that waist area. Okay, so this is the outline. The center is important, okay, as well as that V shape. If you have that V shape cut on your dress, good for you. But if you do not have the V shape cut on your dress, you can just easily draw it out, just like you see me drawing it out like this, and it will come out as this V shape pattern. Okay, so we are going to be making use of this straw beads. You can see this is a little longer than the regular ones, and I'm going to be using these claw stones as well. I chose this red color, and I'm also going to be doing this in gold. So get your beading needle and your thread, and then let's start beading. The first thing is to make a secured stitch, which is going to be the start stitch. This is what secures the entire beadwork. Ensure that your start stitch is good, and after you have done the start stitch nicely and firmly, you can now pick up your beads. We are going to be starting from the center. That is very important. Okay, now pull your beads down to your fabric and then come out at an angle just like this. This way you're going to be coming out beside where you start from. Okay, and the distance by which you come out here is going to determine how widely spaced you want it to be, but I would advise that you should not space it out too much. And also you need to know that it should not be too closely compacted. Okay, so just move by this spacing that you see me moving at. Okay, and then you go in again, and then you do the same thing downwards. Because of the V shape that you are working with, that you have drawn or that you have created on your dress, this is going to tell you how the stroke of the beads is going to sit. That way, even though the beads are straight, the stroke is going to eventually become a V, because the outline or the shape of your dress which you are working on is actually a V shape. However, a lot of technique is important here, and the first one I mentioned is make sure that you start from the center. Pay attention to how I am doing this beadwork. Even though I am talking along the line, it's important that you look closely at what I am doing. Consider your spacing, just like I have said. Look at what spacing you are picking. The outline that you have drawn, make sure that you stick to it, especially at that top part. That way, the stroke underneath, you know, the bead has two sides. One side is on top of this outline, then the other side is the part that is down below. If you stick to the outline on the top, the outline below will also turn out to be a V shape. But it's important that you pay attention to how I am doing what I am doing. Look at how I am putting in the thread. Look at where the needle is coming out from. Pay attention to all of these little details. They are the things that helps you to be able to recreate this and then recreate it well. Okay, so just pay attention. This is how far we have come now. Take a look at this, and then you can see that everything is aligning properly. If you follow the steps that I've showed you, yours should align as well. If you are new on this channel is dedicated to sewing, fabric beading and embellishment. So do well to subscribe if you are new, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch videos on this channel. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up. Please do it now. Thank you. And also, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'm always in the comments to answer your question, and I will also be glad to hear from you. So drop me some sweet comments. Let's continue with our tutorial. Now take a look at how far we have come. Once you are done with one side, come back to the center and then continue your beadwork towards the other side. So it starts from the center, we move towards the side. It starts from the center again, then you move towards this side. Okay, that way your V shape will come out accurately. All right, please take note of all of these tips which I am giving to you. This is what makes the design what it is. Okay, so continue in this with the same spacing, continue with the same beads one after the other until you finish this other side as well. So I'm going to continue with this one after the other until I finish this other side as well. I'm going to speed up this video a little bit just to save us time, but I am sure that if you pay attention you will still get it, so nothing to worry about. Okay, take a look at what we have now. Once this V is complete, you want to move on to the next line. We need to have the claw stones in between before you pick up your next straw bead. So now is a time to introduce your claw stones. Okay, so these are claw stones. They have holes beneath them where you can put in your needles and then you can stitch it down just like this. I'm going to bring it really close so that you can see. Okay, so there are holes beneath them, just pay attention. So once you put it into the holes, you come into your fabric, and then the next you will notice that the spacing for these claw stones is also really short. Okay, I am using short spacing as well, that way they can look closely packed together. Okay, do you understand? You want to make sure that it's still individual claw stone is still sitting by itself. Okay, it's not like they are resting on each other or they are struggling for space. Okay, so use the holes underneath the claw stones to stitch the claw stone down to your fabric, and you are going to do this for this entire line before you move on to the next line. It's also important that when you get to this center, there must be a claw stone at this very center, this center point. There must be a claw stone at that very center to define that V shape. Do not make the mistake of having it not directly on that center. If that happens, you will realize that your V might begin to look like a curve. So just note that. And for those of you that are wondering how I am giving out so much value in this tutorial, you love how I teach. This is because I have an intensive online fabric beading class as well. This is how I teach my students. I want my students to understand, so I break everything down step by step. Okay, so I believe that by now you should be able to understand how to go about with this design. All right, but still pay attention. I'm going to be telling you so much more before the end of this video, but let's keep going on with beading our claw stones, one claw stone at a time, just the same way I am doing this. Now you can see that the holes underneath the claw stone is very clear. Now you can see it. Just make sure that once your needle goes in, it comes out from the opposite side. Okay, until you get to the end of that beading outline, then you move on to the next. Now when you're about to move on to the next, now I'm going to tell you what to do. If you look at our design, you will see that it is one line of claw stone, then one line of beads, which is the straw bead. So the same way we have done this, the next line will be claw stones, then the next line after it will be straw beads. Take a look at how beautiful this is. I am sure that you have gotten a good value in this tutorial. Now give this tutorial a thumbs up so it reaches more people and more people can learn from me as well. Okay, so if you have any question, let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next tutorial.